Good afternoon, everyone. I trust that you're doing good. Ekemini, you're looking exceptionally very nice, Ekemini. Thank you again for the introduction. Please let me know that you can hear me. Okay, perfect. I've been speaking with Jimmy, and he says that you can hear me. I need to say big thank you to Jimmy and his team for an exceptional work that they've done. Can I please ask that we, in 1 minute, just rise to our feet and applaud their team. They've done an amazing stuff. Come on, please rise to your feet. Please rise to your feet. Rise to your feet and applaud them. They've done amazing work. They've done excellent work. It's deserving of honor. We are people of honor, and we must show them that we truly appreciate what they're doing. Yeah. So, Jimmy, thank you. Your team, thank you. The sleepless nights, the seasons of preparing, the seasons of doing a lot. You can see. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we are going to be having quite an amazing time. I must also state that the most important thing I want to do in this session is that at the end of the session, people here who have attended this session, whether virtually or who have attended it in person, would reflect. Most times, there are specific reasons for why conferences are designed, specifically in line with the theme of this conference that we are currently here to attend. It is my belief system, it is my perspective that the primary reason for which an individual attends conferences like this one is that that particular conference reflects an answer. It reflects a solution to a concern or a problem that you are currently facing. Before you decided to show up on for this conference. Thank you. Before you decided to show up for this conference today, there were specific things that you had in your heart that you are trusting that by reason of the speaker speaking, panel sessions, or your networking with people that are in that call right now with you, that you would have found the answer to that solution or to that problem, right? And I'm happy that we are here together. I'm happy that we are having to share with you. My apologies, I'm not able to be there. We just came back from Kenya on an assignment, so I can't move immediately to Nigeria at once. And so I have to be here, and then I have to share with you my thoughts on the subject. I would need the help of Jimmy to let me know if my slides are up or what the plan is. If not, I just get to proceed on the social discourse. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so I didn't want to share today. I did everything in my strength, my ability to avoid sharing with you today. And the reason why that happened is because I feel like this topic that I've been given is not one that requires just speaking or just oratory abilities. It's one that really demands a lot of being vulnerable. And for those of you who are well schooled, you understand that vulnerability is a heavy thing. It's a heavy subject. There are many people who found it difficult to be at this event today. There are many people who have found it difficult to obtain specific things that you are looking for. There are many people who are looking on, who are blessed with a lot of potentials, who are blessed with a lot of things on their inside, yet they are unable to bring it into real time. There are many people here seated here in this hall, beautifully dressed, yet you have specific challenges that you are facing as a person. That desire, that need that you have is the very reason why I'm deciding to speak with you. I will share with you my wins as much as my failures. That's why I'm glad that this is not a conference that is open to everybody. Those of you who are here either sponsored or you've paid, and so it's worth the value that you are going to be having. I think I can spot out a very young man who is an MC. He's using the cap, the Yoruba cap. I miss you, sir. We'll get to see very soon when I return. Thank you so much. And so I would ask that you give me your attention for the next 20 minutes that I'll be here. I deeply want to have somebody's on this call. Somebody, is it okay? Somebody's on this call. I don't know if the person's supposed to be here. I just need to know that my slide is up. The topic I have been given the topic I have been given is the value alchemist. I really needed that you see it on the slide. I really needed that you see it on the slide so that I'm able to know how to communicate. And so it's called, right? Okay. So the subject I've been given to discuss with you today is called the value alchemist. And it simply is like a subtopic advancing from potential to profit, influence, wealth, and an impact. Right? Yeah. That's the topic I have been given. And is okay. I'm feeling a bit distracted. I'm seeing a lot of people that have helped me to get to where I currently am. I think I just spotted MC Jolly. And it's an honor to see you, sir. Thank you. Okay, so for want of time, let's get to the meat of the matter. In the light of the conversation I will be having today, there is only one responsibility that God has given to man. One. And please, I need you to listen to me very well. One responsibility God has given to man. One. That simple responsibility has been man's involvement in going to where God has designed for him to be. No matter how very zealous you are, no matter how very driven you are, no matter how very happy or excited about purpose that you are, or the gifting that you found, whatever it is that it is, there is a particular specific requirement between you and God. That requirement is your involvement in transiting from that level of potential to a place in profit, in influence, in wealth, and in impact. Right? So it is important that I bring you to that point to understand with me what we are currently seeing at this point. And you see that there's this man that was at the pool for 38 years, regardless of his passion, regardless of his zeal. That man serves as an inspiration for me, regardless of his zeal to want to move, regardless of whatever it is, regardless of God's will for that man to become healed. His involvement was still a necessary factor to transit him from where he currently is to where he needs to be. So you can't tell me right now that you are currently where you are in fulfillment, in totality of no. I come with a different note entirely. Where you currently are now is not the best. There's still more that you can be. You've seen profit in influence, but there is profit in wealth. There is profit in impact that an individual can obtain. And so let's move to the next thing on the slide. Let's move to the next thing on the slide. Yeah, my people, let's move. Okay. So for those of you who are asking, what's the meaning of an alchemist? What does an alchemist mean? It's a simple process. It's a simple process or a simple terminology that means a process of turning ordinary people or ordinary ideas into valuable ideas, products, or people. It's a simple thing, and this is entirely my story. This is entirely the thing that has defined my life. 2018, 2017. If this version of me was to stand before you, you would ask me to leave the hall. You will walk me out respectfully. No. What's the other side of responsibility? You just send me away. That's all I know, Sha. You just send me away. Why? Because of the version of my person that time. But regardless of whatever it is I had at the time, there was still a value of worth on my inside. And I have leveraged all of those things. You see, it takes an alchemist system or process to see the finished version of yourself. Okay, so Udah and Nefe, please, let's go to the other side of the picture, the picture, so that it helps to crystallize a couple of things here with us, right? Yeah. So if you are looking at the picture now that is on the screen, if you're looking at the picture, I don't expect you to laugh at me if you are looking at the first picture. Stay with me. Don't judge me too soon. You see somebody there right now on singlet or something. That's my version of 2018. That's my version of 2017 or so. I'm better, so don't judge me. In other words, I'm saying the system for your transformation requires an alchemist system. The transition from your raw state to a finish point. And just like Sir Savior Udah, who has served as a very big inspiration to most of us, if you saw him years back, you will not be allowing him inside the hall too. He is the better version of himself now. If you see him, he's married now, better looking, you know. But so this is how, see, for every single person in this room, regardless of what you have or do not have now, the beginning part between you and God and this journey that God wants to take you on is from that first point, that first picture. And so my consolation for you now on this call would be, take an image of yourself, do a selfie of yourself before you leave this venue, this event, and say to yourself that this is the list of versions that you will ever be seen about you. Because by reason of the things that you are listening to and will get to learn, there will be an advancement from this version of you to the better version of yourself. It matters that you understand that however unrefined you may be now, however unadvantaged as it may seem, there's still potential for greatness. There's still potential for great things to be done and achieved in your life. That was me. The first picture shows me a couple of years ago. But this other picture shows a measure of journey that I have gone through, awards that we've received, big influential people or industry makers, ambassadors I have met, leaders that I have met in my lifetime. And I'm doing that not to blow a trumpet. No, far. If you are far from where we are going to. But I'm doing that to show somebody here, this is going to be you in a coming months, in coming years. That this is the list of version that you will be. Why? I need to also understand that our transitioning from potential has taken time. I have made mistakes. It has taken time, it has taken journeys, it has taken tears, it's taken pain. And we are currently where we currently are, and we are still undergoing certain systems of structurings, right? And so my thoughts that I will share with you, the next slide. Thank you so much, Udo. You're a good man. My next thoughts with you are simple. I have 4 thoughts to share with you. Number 1, regardless of how ordinary your present reality may seem, you are not without the residual seed for becoming a forest. I'll say it again. And I don't want you to just listen. I need you to think. I need you to ponder, to reflect on what I'm saying to you. Regardless of how ordinary, that a young man can transit from a place where everybody is saying, I'm done with you. A young man can transit from a point where people are saying, there is nothing to you. You are a waste of resource. Somebody can move from that level to a point where it's an endless sea of a forest. See, regardless of your ordinary state, regardless of how broke and unable you are to achieve or fulfill 1 meal per day, regardless of that ordinary state that you currently are, you are not, and I say this again, my life changed in 2018 when it hit me, that I am not without the residual seed to becoming a forest. It will now depend on my partnership between me and God to turn or do this alchemist system to enter into what I currently am at this level and at this time. Number 2, seated in this auditorium now and possibly next to you are people in their transitioning phase. My simple counsel is this: do not write them off too soon. Do not. Don't do yourself a great disservice by writing off these people too soon. I want you to turn to your neighbor and say to them, I still value you. Yes, I want you to say to your neighbor, say to somebody who is next to you now, I deeply value you. I'm honored to be seated next to you. I deeply value you. I'll say something to you, and I'm not saying this as throwing shades. I sat at a particular conference that happened in November 2018, and I was seated next to a young lady. So I you can't blame her. I wore white shirt. My tie was very short. It was a very short tie. My trouser was jumping. That's the best of trousers that I had at the time. I wasn't looking so good. I wasn't looking so nice. So things were not so good like that. And so I sat next to this lady, and she was the convener asked us to greet. It was Captain Carlos' event. So he asked that the people greet somebody next to them. And because this lady had already sized me, she had already seen that there's not much to this guy, she just turned and shook the other guy who was seated next to me. A fine guy like me. At least I was wearing rumpled trousers, I don't bother. But I was a fine guy. I was a fine bro. That auntie, her name starts with V. I will not forget her name. It starts with V. She left me and went to shake another guy. Guess who texted me? Guess who texted me last year? Guess who texted me last year? To send messages that thank you for your growth. This is this. I would love to please if you can teach me on this. Guess what? I charged her 100,000. 100,000. She has not paid till today. It's her business. You know. So I'm just saying, don't quit on people too soon. Don't summarize people's lives too soon. If they may be looking improper, they may be looking unkempt, they may be looking somehow, but it is don't write them off because of what you've seen of them now. The worst way to size a person up is by what they look like now. Yeah. So it's important that you understand that you are on the same page with it. That those who are seated in this room are presidents in the making. Those who are seated next to you are impact makers in the making. It is not your place to write them off too soon. Provided that time is present, and I need you guys to listen to me clearly. Provided that time is present, provided that the desire for more is resident within a person, provided that necessary knowledge is available, and the willingness to act is present, an individual, no matter how unrefined, regardless of how unrefined they may seem, they will always become gold in the end. Provided that time is present, provided that the desire for more is present, provided that the necessary knowledge and willingness to act is present, an individual, no matter how unrefined, will become gold in the end. And I said this last thought with you, that value is value not because it sounds nice or looks good. Value is value because it solves a problem for people, not robots. It solves a problem for people, not AI systems. It solves a problem for people. A commodity or a gifting only has value to the degree at which it is able to solve the issues of people. This has been my trade secret for the past 7 years. I say it again. Your value, your gifting is only termed gifting if you are able to design it in a kind of way that it solves problems for people. MC Jolly, for instance, is valued and called the incredible MC because his value, his gifting, solves issues for people in the corporate spaces and across boards. Sir Savior Udah is required because corporate brands need him to represent them in the best excellent of models and representations. Jimmy, you are all here for this conference because Jimmy has shown you that he has had the ability to bring you one step closer to what you are considering a desire or a solution that you need. So I do not blame my past years on the threshold of people or my background. No, I blame it on the fact that, Paul, you did not see something on time and you did not work on this value to be able to solve problems of people. And so the rewards that I got at the time were in direct proportion to what I could reflect at the time. Let's go to the things that the big question that you're asking now. Many of you are asking, so how do we move from potential to profit? This is the thing I want to share with you. The first point I will share with you are success for me. But the second thing I will share with you are deep troubles I have gone through. And please listen, please listen. Anybody distracting you now is distracting you from serious stuff. Please listen. Right? So let's go. The first thing I need to give you, this is not a masterclass, it's the conference, so I will give you brief, right? But I need your mind to stay on what I'm going to be sharing with you. The first thing that shortens your journey, the first best shortcut on this journey is by simply finding yourself, finding your gifting and knowing it. I caption it as find you, find it, find them. Find you, find it, know them. That's my first point. Find it, find you, and know these things. Are you with me? Are you with me? Jimmy, can I see them? Are they seeing me? Or I don't know, but I want to see them so that I'm not feeling alone on this stage. right? The first thing that you must do is to find find them. You can't say, I want to move to this better version of myself and not be able to identify you in that equation. You're not even able to find what it is. There are many people who give some motivational rubbish and jargon that purpose is within you. It shouldn't be found. And I wonder, what are people saying? Why are you complicating things? The woman who lost one coin, the coin was in her house, but she had to sweep and find it. The man who lost one sheep out of 99 had to go and find it. Your job, your responsibility that God entrusts into your care is to find what your assignment has been on this journey. I want to dominate in this space as what? MC Jolly, for instance, knows what he's looking for. He knows, and for years he's been representing that. I remember one time I dressed very simply and went for an event I was hosting. And guess who sent me a text? Sir MC Jolly. He texted me and said, this. You are not supposed to do this. He has built a particular brand that connotes excellence with delivery and delivery with dressing. Because of the kind of industry he's been called to. Why? He was able to find himself. Then to find his call, to find his gifting, and moved with that awareness to be able to dominate in any space. I have studied it and studied for a long time, and for over 7 years, I can tell you for free, there is nobody dominating in any space they have not found first. Nobody. There's nobody. So I trust that you are going for all-night meetings. I trust that you are going for prayers. I believe in God. I believe in God strongly. But I do not think for a moment that you would not think that you would enter into the fullness of what God has designed for you if you move on the basis of spirituality alone, and you've not been able to translate that spirituality into a visible value that you can solve or offer to people. You must be aware of it. You must find it. And I said here that potential resides within everybody, within an idea. If there is potential within everybody, within an idea, but for it to be maximized, it must be found. And I'm saying this to this generation because we don't like to sit down and see. The shorter version is to sit down and find what your gifting is to sit down and find what your role is to sit down and know what your involvement is. That's the shorter version. Because if you don't, for instance, you end up moving around and then doing certain things for people to please people and all of that. I don't really care to an extent what people's opinions are about me and my journey now. For a moment, I will look like somebody who is not achieving much, but I know the work I'm doing on the ground. I know the kind of work I'm putting into it. You only get to see the finished version. There is a bigger work that is done on the site. So for value to be at its best, it must be maximized, it must be found, it must be uniquely produced. There are too many leadership speakers in the territory. I agree. But you see, the thing that draws you to Inijimi and draws you to myself and draws you to people like Pastor Morgan is that we have all found our unique value points. If I say I'm a leadership coach and that's all I'm doing, leadership, Mr. Anka, sorry. I move to the right, I move to the left, I do all the things I'm doing, and there is no uniqueness. You can't tell my authenticity. You can't even tell the unique value of Paul Udah beyond the name, the experience that he creates, the way he makes you feel, the clarity he gives to you. You will be amongst the number. Gold isn't found in everywhere. It's not even found in every level. It is searched for. Everybody who is into gold know that you must search it. You must dig deep into layers before you find it. I did a study yesterday and I found out that the cost equivalence required to find gold, not to benefit from it, just to find gold, is in millions and thousands and millions of dollars. And somebody is sitting in that hall and telling me that 5,000 is too much to have paid to learn the things that you are learning from all these speakers. Is everything okay? Are we okay? Is all well? I'm not throwing shit. I'm only trying to give you a particular concern on my heart. To find gold, there is a cost requirement to meet, to be able to meet gold. It means that you will have to pay for certain courses that will. Do you know how much I spend? Let me. This is a private class, so I'll tell you. Do you know how much I spend that leaves me per year for being in this country? My school fees alone is about 3,000 USD. Translate that to Naira. How much you are paying per year? Then my monthly expenses per month is about 300, 400,000 per month. That is rent and everything per month. And somebody will still come and tell you, I'm going to offer you 100,000 for speaking for me, and still feel like they're doing something big for you. And you are wondering, what's that? What are you doing? What are we doing here? What are you doing? The cost requirement I spend on my development, I do it unapologetically. Another person that I know that pays a lot for courses is Miracle Date. She spends money for courses to upskill. We're talking about turning yourself from raw potential to finished product. It will not happen without you being able to pay. My emotion is getting very, very better part of me right now. And I'm trying to be calm. I'm trying to be coded. I'm a very peaceful person, but there's sometimes that we lose our steez on the subject of this matter that we are discussing. People should not stay limited for so long. You shouldn't stay struggling for so long. It's not according to the blueprint. It's not according to the design. You're not designed to be a hustler. It's not supposed to be so by design. Knowledge was the thing required to bridge the gap between you and your past and your future. For want of time, let's go to the second thing. The second part I want to share with you is a subject where I have failed a lot, which is the second point I'm giving to you, but is heavily a part I have failed at big time. And I will give you examples as I share. And I titled this particular thing, this particular second point here, as ensure that you scale beyond extinction. There are many people who have found themselves, they found their giftings, they know it, but they've been unable to scale. And I'll tell you why we have the speakers that we have today for this conference. Because all of them have been able to scale beyond extinction, that you have been able to put or propagate your gifting and do certain things with that gifting that you found that was once a potential. You've done something with that gifting that places you into a place where you cannot be extincted. Cannot be extinct. And I learned these things and lessons from 4 exceptional animals. If I'm able to do this, then I'll just rest, right? The first one is the ant. The first of animals that I hold dear as a mentor is an ant, and I'll explain to you why. One of the things that the ant symbolizes is its proactiveness, or how do I put it now? Prepare. It's proactiveness that is shown or modeled in planning or preparing. You can't be serious if you say that you want to be top 1% of your industry, and okay, let's say that you have the gift of public speaking, for instance. Right? You have the gift of public speaking, and you think that, okay, my only gift in public speaking. That's all that will require for me to do this. You are still not serious. By behaving in a proactive manner, you are supposed to ask yourself, in 10 years from now, in 5 years from now, in this industry, what's the image of this industry going to look like? What is the role of my gifting towards that industry shaping? I don't like to speak to people who think or have in their minds that the best of them is a local version. I don't like to speak to people like that. I don't. That's why Ekemini did you justice by asking you to tell you that don't think small. Don't think local. Yes, think local. No. Scratch back. Don't think local. Think global, but act locally for a start. Don't be the person who says my gifting is this, and okay, my gifting is to help people to find their purpose. What in the long run, in 10 years, is the purpose conversation still necessary? Yes, and why? What do you build as an industry to position yourself as that point that this increasing number of the African continent will come to find themselves to be able to be launched into the other 7 streams of impact? These are measures that you must prepare yourself for. This alone took me 5 years under Pastor Ezekiel Atang, 5 years to find. You can't ask me now what is my vision of 10 years, what the industry of leadership is looking like in 10 years. I will not answer. I will tell you categorically what it's looking like. I understand it. The ant is not looking for applause. It's not looking for supervisor. It's just looking for results. It prepares. It keeps itself sharp for results. They prepare and store for every season. Because there are many of you who have giftings that are only required for one season. After that season goes, that's all. It's not supposed to be so. It shouldn't be so. It shouldn't be so. It should not be so. You are supposed to prepare yourself in your gifting. This business that you have, that hunger has made you to start. What is the lifeline of this business in 3 years from now? What's the lifeline of this business in 10 years from now? We have a young man who is a graphic designer. Buchi is his name, for instance. I love what he does. He has also meshed it with photography, for instance, relevant in almost every space that you need him for. You should not. Second point. I don't have time. Second point. The lesson that I want you to learn from this ant is this: don't react to storms. Somebody said one time, if you are going to react to a storm, you've already lost. Your plan, your assignment is to build when the sun shines. And if your only plan is survival during crisis, you've already lost this thing. I don't want to be in an industry where in 7 years, in 10 years, I can't tell that I'll be top 5 in that industry. That's not my objective. My number one assignment is dominance. The ant understands that his wisdom. Wisdom is not in loudness. It is in preparation. There are many young people who just find an idea now, and you go online and want to scatter everything online, and and the next thing is you can't find you again. Wisdom, people of God, is not in loudness. This generation values loudness too much. You think that's God, I beg. You think that's the loudness that made people like MC Jolly where they currently are, or people like Sir Savior to be where they currently are, or people like Mina. No. The wisdom is in preparing. It is not in being loud. I'm looking for social media this thing, awareness, and social media this. I see young people within the territory post certain things that your destiny has no business with. Just posting everything to keep algorithm going. Is that all there is to you? Is that really what there is all to you? One young content creator who does posting and he gave him open doors, was invited to come and speak on a platform, and he stood on that platform and was saying and has never again been invited. Why is that all that there is to you? That's to be doing content alone. You can't be considered as the voice in your industry. I come in peace. Come in peace. Come in peace. Second thing that you must do is you must learn from the badger. You must learn. I think I'll just touch this and then move to the other thing. You must learn from the badger. You must learn from the badger. The badger is an animal that is not strong, but it lives in the midst of rocks. In this generation where pride has eaten into most young people, that they want to stand alone, you think that your strength is what carries you. Well done, and journey on this purpose, on this assignment and gifting journey. The thing that I felt the most, my people, was that I found a lot of succor on muscle, and I forgot the advantage that cover gives. I forgot that you can see, two people can be given a particular gifting. One person can understand the possibility of leveraging, and the other person can want to do it alone. I'm telling you, those two people called by God, blessed by God, will not achieve the same results. The person who is a badger would obtain many more results than the person who is a single person. I do it by my strength. I'm a one-man island. I do my thing as I want to do it. My gifting does not exist. My goodness, people. The badger is not strong, but it understands the placement of brilliant positioning. It is brilliant positioning that made me leave Uyo in a hurry in 2023 and come to LU here to learn. I can't even say certain things to you people. If I say that, you think I'm proud. The level of value that leaving Nigeria, leaving Uyo first did to me. I know I loved the position that Sir Jolly wrote about leaving Uyo or not leaving Uyo. That is one of the most balanced thoughts on that subject when that thing was trending. It has given to me over 10 times, 15 times value than I would have had if I was still staying within the territory. There is a place you get to. You must understand that sometimes your advantage is in being brilliantly positioned. There's a young man that reached out to me, was it yesterday or so? He's going to be 31 by next year, 2027. And he said his passion, his gifting is to do sports. Right now, he's 30. He said, he wants to do sport. I asked what kind of sport. He said, he wants to be doing athletic stuff. And I'm not shading him, but I told him, I said, this thing you are saying now, cancel it from your mind. That's the most honest thing I can say to you. Because based on what I know, I don't think that there are anybody who is running and achieving at global level at the age of 35. Okay, number one again now, what is the required age range for people who want to do athletic work? And me, I'm looking at you. There are beards everywhere in your face. Even if you shave, you can't lie that your affidavit is 22 years. Because I will see it from your body. I will see it from your everything that you're not 22, you are 30 something. I will even mistake you for 45 years. The objective now that you can do is to put yourself in the place where you are a badger. So because age and time is not savoring for you in that area, what do? Become brilliantly positioned. What do you do now? Go and find, you have the blessedness of relationships. Go and find people in this sport industry that you can learn from for 1 year. Then spend another 6 months building a coaching industry. Get certifications. Target specifically young people who are trying to grow. Go and find certifications with global partners and global opportunities. And you can, in 2 years, you can say that since you couldn't run, your passion now is to train other people who are in this area. That understanding of brilliance in positioning, it gives you a big step on this game. I wish I made certain moves in 2021. In 2021, I think I should have been either 20 something years now, if I'm not wrong, 20 something years. But now I'm currently 29, and I tried applying for certain opportunities some weeks ago, and these opportunities are going for people who are within the age of 26 and 25 and 24. So there are things that I wish I had done, I had leveraged since. I wish I had known I should have leveraged since. I should really have leveraged since. So the badger knows that it finds. So let me say this now. Learn to find your system of leverage and protect your positioning. A particular relationship can be a system of leverage. One of the most beautiful relationships I've had in recent times has been the relationship with the owner or the founder of the Purpose Academy, Abasiono Etsugudo. I found a very beautiful partnership with his organization. I found beautiful partnerships with specific kind of people, John Gospel, a couple of them. One of the most beautiful that has helped my life and destiny in over 4 years has been the gift of Sai Timbuk Iyang. The gift of that man in my life, the gift of people like him, people like Pastor Morgan Nekanem, the gift of those two powerhouses have saved me from making certain errors that could not be erased. So I give you as a system of counsel, go and find systems of leverage and protect your position through relationships, through upskilling, to whatever it is. Know your limits and build around them. Stop trying to impress people with what you don't have. Leverage relationships, knowledge, and proper systems. Sometimes where you win is where you hide. I'll say it again. Sometimes on this journey of your gifting, where you win is where you hide. Young man on suit, blue suit and white shirt. I say to you again, where you win is where you hide. Young lady on white, smiling and looking very beautiful. Where you win is where you hide. That's your role, that's your business, that's your place. Right? So let's move to there are many things I want to share with you, but let's move to Udo. Can you take me to the models? Let me give them models and then I end, right? Let me give them models and then I end. I can give you the other ones, but I'll do it if I teach you all those things I'm teaching you now. Sir Jolly will not be happy with me. He will need me to charge you for it very well. So let me take you to the models. Udo, let me know when you are there at the models, right? I want to leave you with models of people who have moved from potential into places of impact, who have moved to places of massive profit. One of them is on this slide. She will vex with me, but she will be at peace with me because we are friends. I didn't tell her when I put the thing here, but she'll be at peace with me, right? So let's go. Udo, are you there? Jimmy, let me know. Are they on the slide? Are they on that model slide? Right? Udo knows the slides. I want to leave you with models. So out of about 158 models I have studied, and I did this studying a lot. I did this study a lot. Why? Because I grew from a particular background that did not have many people that could serve as an inspiration for me. So I had to find, one of the things that I did before leaving Nigeria for Rwanda was I had to find 50 models that showed me that my movement was in the right direction. I studied 50 of them. And that number was about 29 women in that number. 29 women that I studied who moved from where they currently are, having nothing, had nothing, and they currently became who they currently are. I studied 50 of them, and I've put those models together. I want to leave you with specific things here. I sense something strong in my mind. Something strong in my mind right now. Sense something strong in my mind. When I was preparing for this session, okay, let me pause. Let's just move. Right. The first model I want to give to you today is Kevin Hart. I know you argue that he's not Nigerian, he's not based in this thing. If you study Kevin Hart, if you study that comedian, you would find out that your current state now is better than where he was years back. He's not the funniest comedian alive. He's not the funniest man alive. He's not. But he calls his money-making system funny money. He may not be the most funny person, but he's the most wealthiest comedian alive now. By study, he's currently the most wealthiest comedian. He was asked recently, and he's a billionaire. Yeah, he's a billionaire. Let's see. So he's currently a billionaire, right? Just had to say hi to a young lady that just walked in. A young lady walked in to say hi to me. So for Steve's sake, I have to stop and then say hi to her. So brotherhood be proud of me. Proud of me. So for Kevin Hart, for instance, so the first thing that I want you to understand about him is he is called to the area of his archetype, his gifting is making people laugh. So if you're in the auditorium now and your gifting is making people laugh or comedy, whatever it is, you don't have a distinct reason to be broke. You don't have a distinct reason to stay broke, because there are models that exist that you can learn from. What did he do? He brought in his uniqueness into comedy and began by telling his story, certain things about his life. So you saw that he was doing those stand-up comedy things for a while, and the next thing he understood that by doing comedy every time, he will fizzle out. So what did he do? He switched it to doing tours. That's why I tell somebody, if you are doing something, sometimes move to different territories. So he moved to doing tours, world tours, started doing film tours, doing world tours. And when he saw that these tours were becoming people were becoming used to it, he switched to moving into the film industry. So he started doing productions, he started doing the heartbeat, this thing where he now trains people. Many people don't understand the kind of wealth that is into the production of the creative industry. Many people don't understand it. There's money there. So he moved into film industry, moved into production, moved into certain things. He was just doing certain things. And then the next thing that he did was he started getting brand endorsements. Anybody who is doing anything in that area, I beg you, begin to plan for brand endorsements. A lot of your wealth channels will come from brand endorsements. So that's why I told you, number one, find you. You can build your brand around. That's why people that say make statement like sugar is not Dangote's passion. I think that they are one of the most dumbest people on the world, in this world. I think that they are very dumb. This guy's passion, Dangote's passion, is not sugar. His passion is not cement. His simple passion is business. And so anything that gives the man money, he would invest into it. So business is his area, and he has done a lot on that. So find your own, find your archetype, find your gifting, and build an industry from it. Now you see that he has diversified into fitness empire. He has now done into content and media creation. That's his model. From a man that was living in rooms with siblings and parents beating him up and down, this is currently who he is now, and he has built a life for his children. His children don't even know what it means to take commercial flights anymore. They all do private jets and the rest. The next model I want to share with you is one of my beloved mentors, and his name is Samadeyemi. Those of you who say that you are spiritual people, that lactose is all you have been called to do in this world, I want to bring you another model. His name is Samadeyemi. That although a pastor, you can be very, very blessed. One of his archetypes is that he's a sage. A sage, somebody who speaks wisdom, who gives counsel, who trains. Do you know that this man, if you go through his Instagram, you will find out that he puts being a badger, being an ant. He puts pastoring as the last thing on his bio. You will see him put things like he's an educationist. He will team things like a leadership thought mind, a thought leader, an author, a conference host, and you see pastor. Because for those of you who are in the pastoring line and you have a lot of gifting in training people, your mistake is always putting the pastoral thing in front. And so nobody is paying, nobody is doing for you. It is how you position, and somebody in me reflects that completely. Do you know last year he held a class that trained, and he said in that class that he said when he was publicizing that class that if your turnover for a year is not in millions of dollars, that you should not sign up for that class. That's the pastor. That's the pastor speaking. He organizes the Shift Conference. You see him diversify and build in himself, his industry around his gifting. That he's a leader of he's the founder of a leadership institute. He's a global speaker, transformational coach. He's a conference convener, business, real estate. He's into real estate massively into real estate. And somebody says that my job is to be a pastor. God has called me, and you don't have a way to fine tune it in the kind of way that it produces value. There's a problem. He is not just a local voice. He's a global voice. He's a global brand. The next brand I want to speak with you about is what we call Bovey. Okay, let's keep Bovey because we've done Bovey as a comedian, right? We've done comedian already, but Bovey stands out for me because he has moved from just cracking jokes and collecting money from people on stage to speaking about specific content. He speaks about nation building. He now turns his comedy thing to a nation building tool. That's something that many content creators don't know yet. Don't just do your content around several skits. It's good, do your thing, but immortalize your impact. The last person I want to, like, I think last people I want to give with you are this one. I love this one already. His name is Selman. Is Apostle Joshua Selman. This one stayed in room. He stayed in one room for many years, rejected by many people, but currently he is who he is right now on the strength of building and following this thing I'm teaching you. He understands. All right. Can you mute this mic? Is it possible? Can this mic be muted so that? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So, I was my apologies. Okay. So the next person I was talking about was Apostle Joshua Selman. One of the most biggest blessings of my life ever. This is someone that was staying in one room for a very long time, for many years, and he still did not give up on his vision. He was asked last year, April, for an interview, what has been the secret to your growth in the past years? And he said that his secret has been with finding himself and leveraging everything around himself to bring about God's agenda to his life. So you can't tell me that you are also again in the industry of the spiritual industry and you're not doing anything as regards to translating your spiritual fiber into things that you're doing. Apostle Simon does global teachings and conferences. He does businesses and entrepreneurship. He's into gold. Most of you don't know he's into gold, right? He's also doing philanthropic stuff. He's a thought leader. He's an industry owner. Right, so you can't say that out of one gifting that seems like it's impossible. Sometimes for this gifting, you have to do yourself a great service of staying on that gifting consistently until you dig gold. One of my most favorite ladies has been Miracle Edith, and I call this the Miracle Edith shift. I think that this is one lady that has stood the test of time for me. She didn't start from plenty. She used to hawk the streets. But right now, she has made money in millions. I'm telling you, millions. It's over. She's over. I don't know. I don't want to say it, but I'll say it somehow. It's over whatever I think it's. The girl has made money from somebody who used to hawk. So my objective with giving you all of these examples is so that it rules out your excuses immediately. That you don't think that, oh, my background is the reason for why my future will be like this. No. If you are at this conference, it means that you are over the age of 18. And from the ages of 18, you can't be blaming your background completely for where you currently are. Your job is to walk this thing and hit it strong until you hit gold on this journey. When I was preparing for this conference, certain things came to my mind, and I think I want to do something that I have not done in a while. When I was preparing, I kind of saw three people. I saw a lady and I saw a guy. Very inclusive, very, very specifically. You are here at this conference. You need something better than just attending one-time conference. You need mentorship. You need somebody to hold your hand and to help you build a global paradigm, a global shift. You know that you've been struggling strongly. Please come to the front. Please come. For what I want to do, I can only take three people. Please come to the front. In Jimmy, please keep me posted if they are there. I know that I saw a lady. I know what I saw, and I was not wrong. This is what I told you. I began by telling you that a time will come where it's only going to be between you and God. And this is where I want to do what I want to do. In Jimmy, are you with me? Can I see? Are they out? I'm supposed to see. There's supposed to be a lady. Are they out? How many people are there in Jimmy with you? How many people are there? How many people are there in front? Nine. Stop them. If you are saying nine, please stop. Stop them. If you are saying nine, please stop. How many are there now? I need a number. Better luck. Please, can you come into the thing? Better luck. Can you help me? Can you come in? Okay, 9. Okay. So this is what I'll do. 11. In Nigeria, please restrict. They should not come out again. Please they should not come out again. This has exceeded what I want to do. Okay. I will do this. All of you here today, all 11 of you, we will, Inijimi will send you, I'll send money to Inijimi. The first thing I want to do, you will receive money for your tea fair and lunch. You should receive money for tea fair and lunch, all 11 of you. Number two, I would give 6 of you sponsorship to attend the Purpose Academy session. The class is like a 2 months class. You would attend the Purpose Academy class, the 6 weeks class or so, and I will sponsor that. And lastly, all 11 of you I would mentor you for 1 month. If I mentor you for 1 month and your results there's no result that shows in that 1 month, then I ask that you forgive me. But it has never happened before where I mentor someone and they don't become people of repute. By God's mercies, there are people in that hall that I have mentored and they're doing great things. So this is the burden that God gave me. And this is what this is what I'm committing to do. So you should receive something between today and tomorrow. with regards to cash. And then also, however Jimmy will do it, Jimmy will do it and share it for you guys. But I have a budget in my mind, and that's what will be shared across to all of you. We will begin our private mentorship session next week. So prepare yourselves. But better luck, please get all their contacts. Give them my contact, and please don't share my contact. Please, all 11 of you, don't share my contact. I don't have energy as I am like this. I don't have energy. I'm growing old. So please, that's the best I want to do. This is my best contribution to this conference. This is my way of saying thank you to Jimmy for what he does. God bless you. I love you, and take care. Jimmy, I have to leave. God bless you. Take care. You can return to your seats. Thank you.